Morning. Sana? I'm audible, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sana? Yeah. Good morning. Why you late? Mm-mm. List of excuses, right? I can't hear you, okay? No problem. We'll discuss few questions, okay? Then we'll move on to the new chapter. Okay? So please write previous year questions, okay? Ready, Sana? Why you look so serious? Yeah, please write. This is a question from 2020-21 class 12 home science. Okay. Right. After schooling, which means after +2, your elder sister, after schooling, your elder sister completed, after schooling, your elder sister completed her training in early childhood care and education. After schooling, your elder sister completed her training in ECCE. Suggest, so you are going to suggest, okay. Suggest two wage employment, suggest two wage employment opportunities available to her. Suggest two wage employment opportunities available to her. Clear? After schooling, your elder sister completed her training in ECCE. Suggests two wage employment opportunities available to her. I'm not asking, you just write the answer, okay? Yeah, teacher in nursery schools. Teacher in nursery schools, right? After this, you have to submit, okay? Submit the questions. Teacher in nursery schools. Caregiver in daycares and creches. Teacher in nursery schools. Caregiver in daycare and creches. CRECHES. Okay. Pronunciation is creche, but the spelling is different. CRECHES. Clear, Sana? Yeah. Team members for programs. She's always late. Team members. Oh, Reena. Team members for programs for young children. Team members for programs for young children. Yeah, good morning, Reina. Are you late? No problem, fine. Yeah, we are discussing some questions. I can't hear you.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
can
fine.
you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes.
Ma'am, laptop is a little bit low today. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the third one. Team members for programs for young children. Okay. Any doubts? No. Okay. Write the next question. Reina, please write the next question. What two skills, what two skills should, what two skills should Sana possesses, look, she is smiling now. Sana possesses to work as an early child care professional. What two skills should Sana possesses to work as an early child care professional? Okay, Yana, complete. Yeah. Okay, write the answer. An interest in children. An interest in children. All these are important questions. Okay. An interest in children and their development. An interest in children and their development. This is a question from chapter 7, right? Knowledge about, next point, knowledge about, these are the skills, okay? Interest in children, one skill, another one. Knowledge about the needs and capabilities of young children. Reina, please write. Knowledge about the needs, knowledge about the needs and capabilities of young children. Knowledge about the needs and capabilities of young children. CAPABILITIES, capabilities of young children. Okay, third point, capacity and motivation. Capacity and motivation for interacting with children. Capacity and motivation for interacting with children. Okay. Meghna, can you read both questions? Okay.
Ma'am, from question.
Yeah.
After schooling, your elder sister completed her training in ECCE. Suggest two ways employment opportunities available to her.
When is it audible? Okay.
First one, working with ICDS, then caregiver in daycare, then teacher in nursery school. And what two skills should Sana possess to work as an early childhood care professional? Interest in children and their development, knowledge about the needs and capabilities of young children, capacity and motivation for interacting with children.
Okay. Right. Next question from chapter 6. It's the last question. Okay. Chapter 6. What do you understand by a standardization mark? What do you understand by a standardized mark? After the class, you have to submit the questions. Okay. What do you understand by a standardized mark? Why are they important? Why are they important? Why are they important? Draw a logo. Draw a logo of eco-friendly mark. Draw a logo of eco-friendly mark and name and name any two products on which name any two products on which you find this mark. You find this mark. I'll repeat. What do you understand by a standardized mark? Why are they important? Draw a logo of eco-friendly mark and name any two products on which you find this mark. Clear? Okay. Please write the answer. This question carries 4 marks. Okay. Right. A mark given to a product, a mark given to a product which meets a mark given to a product which meets standards which meets standards with respect to quality with respect to quality of the product with respect to quality of the product in in terms of material used in terms of material used method of manufacture manufacture method of manufacture labeling packaging labeling, packaging, sale and performance. Sale and performance. I'll repeat, a mark given to a product which meets standards with respect to quality of the product in terms of materials used, method of manufacture, labeling, sales and performance. Clear? Yeah. Importance. The importance of standardization mark. They assure quality, first point. They assure quality. ASSURE. They assure quality, purity, and reliability. RELIABILITY. Reliability and safety of products. Yeah?
Can you repeat it?
Yes, sure. They assure quality. Why we are using standardized mark? That's the question, the importance or the significance. So they assure quality, QUALITY, purity. They assure the purity of food products, reliability, and safety of products. And safety of products. Another point, encourage manufacturers to provide competition in market. It's another point, a new point, right? Encourage manufacturers to provide competition in market. If this question that carries 5 marks, you can write they assure quality as a 1 point, they assure purity as the second point, they assure reliability as the third point, fourth point, they assure the safety. Yeah. So you can score mark easily. Then encourage manufacturers to provide competition in market. So next sub question, that is you have to draw the logo. How to draw the logo of Ecomark? Sana? Any idea? Do you remember? Yeah? Actually, I'm not good in drawing. I'll try. Like this. This is a port, okay? That's it. This is a shade of this. This is an Ecomark. Is it clear? I'll draw once again. How to write this is a port, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is the logo of EcoMark. Okay, you can refer the textbook for the logos. So next sub question, that is the items on which EcoMark found, right? Are textiles, cosmetics, EcoMark, textiles, some textile products. Yeah, eco-friendly textile products, then cosmetics, natural products, then edible and lubricating oils. Edible and lubricating oils. Items on which EcoMark found are textiles, cosmetics, edible and lubricating oils. Lena, can you read?
Textiles, cosmetics, edible and lubricating oils.
Louder, Lena.
Textiles, cosmetics, edible and lubricating oil.
What about the importance and definition of standard mark? Can you read?
They ensure quality, purity and reliability and safety of the products and encourage the manufacturer to provide competition in markets.
Fine, fine, Rena, fine. Okay. Yeah, what about this chapter? Chapter 8, guidance and counseling. Actually, the chapter 8 and 9 are deleted, but we need to discuss few important points from this chapter. Okay, you need not learn. Okay, just understand the concept. As home science students, this portion is very important. Okay. So, as a psychology student, Reina, I'll ask the first question. What is the difference between guidance and counseling? Any idea? Counseling is psychology is entirely different from this, but I'm just asking. Any idea? Is there any difference between guidance and counseling? Yeah, Meghna, any idea?
In counseling, both client and therapist, like they open up, the client open up to the therapist all the way, all, and then sometimes the client finds the solution for his or her problems. But in guidance, I think the therapist or another person give advices to the person.
Almost right. So, what do you do when you experience a problem, Sana? What is the first step? Suppose if you are having some kind of problems, what will you do first? Hmm? We'll talk, right? We'll talk to friends or family. We'll share our feelings. That is the first step, right? Mainly, this guidance is look, the guidance does not mean giving directions, okay? Or nor is it an imposition of one's point of view on other person. So this guidance, simply which means guidance is more related to education or career center. Career guidance, yeah? We provide education related guidance for students, a guidance. But it's not only providing the directions, it's something more. Yeah? In the case of counseling, yeah, one therapist, another counselee, or the counselor and counselee, yeah, they solve the problems, right? Any other things? They also help to improve their holistic development, right? The main aim that is to provide a, that is the main aim of counseling. Any idea? The main aim or the main objective of counseling? To provide a positivity in life. That is the main aim of counseling. Okay. Yeah. We help that counselee to solve their own problems. Right. Sometimes the counselor help, another time the counselee itself solve the problems by himself or herself, right? There are different types of counseling. Yeah. Sana? So what is the main difference between guidance and counseling? In this case of guidance, that is more less private and all. But what about counseling? It's confidential, right? It's a difference. Another thing, guidance, I can provide guidance to you, right? As a teacher, I can provide guidance. But what about counseling? As a child development or child development, I can do it. But just imagine a maths teacher. She is not expert in this field, right? But she can provide guidance. But for counseling, you need the special education, right? Psychology or child counseling, child development, human development and all. Yeah, that is the difference. Clear? Just understand, that's it, okay? Look, there are 3 levels of counseling. I need answers, okay? 3 levels of counseling. Informal counseling, non-specialist counseling and professional counseling. Right? Any idea? You heard about these terms before? Informal, non-specialist and professional counseling. Any idea?
No, ma'am.
Sana? Informal. Can you try?
The person will not be professional, like friend.
Informal. Yeah, that's it. Like our family members. Yeah. Our friends. That comes under informal counseling. But what about non-specialist counseling? Yeah. They are the professionals in other field like doctors or teachers. They are professionals but not in the counseling field. But they can also provide counseling. That is non-specialist counseling. And professional counseling means, Dana, professional counseling. They already received special trainings for do this counseling. Clear? These are the 3 levels of counseling. So we discussed about guidance and counseling. Guidance is more, it's less private or like education guidance or career guidance and all. But the counseling, that is a interactive method. We have a counselor and a counselee. Yeah. They solve the problems. The main aim that is to provide the positivity or to provide the holistic development. Okay, there are 3 levels of counseling: informal, non-specialist and professional. Informal means, Sana? Informal.
Friends and all.
Yeah, friends, family and all. Non-specialist, like the other professionals. Professionals in other field, like teachers, doctors, lawyers and all. Professional means who is specially trained in the field of psychology or in the field of child development. Okay? Clear? Yeah. What about directive counseling and indirect counseling or non-directive counseling? Directive and non-directive counseling. Yeah. I'll give a clue. One is counselor center, another one is client center. First one, that is directive, that is counselor centered counseling, which means, any idea?
Counselor plays a major role.
Yeah, that's it. The counselor plays a major role. In the case of client center, the client plays a major role. That's it. So what about eclectic counseling? ECLECTIC. Any idea? Neither to the counselor, which means both directive and non-directive. That's another form. Okay. Directive or counselor-centered counseling, non-directive or permissive or client-centered counseling, eclectic counseling. Okay, these are the 3 types of counseling. Okay, the common counseling methods. So first one, as Reina said, counselor plays a major role. In the second one, the counselee plays a major role. Counselor, counselee. And here we include both the directive and non-directive methods in the last type of counseling. Okay. In the first type of counseling, it is basically it is based on the assumption that the client cannot solve the problem by himself or herself. Yeah, it's an assumption. Yeah. Then the counselor plays a major role for solving or treating that particular problem. Okay. In non-directive or permissive approach, it is more client-centered. The counselor helps the client, but the client plays a major role in solving his or her problems. Clear? The last one, it is defined as a combination of both client-centered and counselor-centered approach. Clear? Okay? Is it clear? That's all about our chapter 8. Need not learn, okay? What is the difference between guidance and counseling? 3 levels of counseling, yeah? And 3 types of counseling, okay? Yeah. Any doubts? Reina?
No, no.
Just a minute. Okay, so let's move on to another chapter, chapter 9. This chapter is also deleted, okay? Just for your understanding, we are discussing now. Special education and support services. Special education and support services. Reina, what is the meaning of special education?
Education needed for special needs
Yeah, that's
of
it.
people.
Special education simply means we provide the care and education for like the children with autism or children with learning disability, children with intellectual impairment and all. We provide education to them. Yeah, special, not special children. They are not special kids. They are gifted, right? Yeah. So what is your opinion regarding them, Meghna?
Like the children
If you
with
get an opportunity, just visit them, just talk to them. Yeah, just check their diet, just check their matters and all. Okay. That will definitely change your personality, I'm sure. Okay. Just imagine, suppose you are going to work in a special school for 1 month. What will happen? Yeah. Got an opportunity. Yeah. Just imagine. It's very easy to cry by thinking their situation, right? But it's very difficult to take care. That's important, right? We need to help them. That is. So usually we provide education for them in 3 ways, okay? Exclusive education, inclusive education, and integrated education, okay? Exclusive education. Reina, are you there? Exclusive education. If you are interested in this field, just note these terms, okay? Exclusive education. What does this term means? We can provide the education for them or the special need children. One with special exclusive education, then inclusive education, other one integrated education. So what is exclusive education? Exclusive, Sana?
Alone, they are teaching alone.
That's it. The special schools. We exclude that children. Yeah, that's it. Exclusive education. Because they are not able to fit into the normal curriculum or to the normal classroom, normal timing. So we put them in a special school. Exclusive for them, exclusive education. So what about inclusive, Meghna? Inclusive education.
Normal education like rest of the students.
So what about integrated education, Reina? What is the difference between inclusive education and integrated education? Any idea? Inclusive and integrated education, both are almost same, which means a mixed education. Yeah. So in this first one, inclusive education, the special curriculum as well as the special school timing will be there for the special need children. Okay. Special classroom or a special curriculum with a limited syllabus or with special timing, special school timing according to their needs and all. Yeah. But in the case of integrated education, it's just the normal education. They have to follow the normal curriculum, just like as us, and also the normal timing, normal school timing. There is no change. Yeah, it's clear. So there are three education methods we commonly use to educate them. First one, exclusive education, that is exclusively for that children. Then next one, inclusive education. Inclusive means inclusive and integrated, both are mixed education. Okay. We also put them in a normal education or normal schools and all. But in inclusive education, if they want, they can cut maths. Yeah, we can reduce the curriculum. Suppose if the whole chapter that is 27 chapter, we can cut into 10 chapter. Okay. But in integrated education, they have to follow the same curriculum as well as same school timing. Clear? Okay. That is a special needs or so what is SEN? That is also important. SEN. Sana? SEN. This SN, S and E we already discussed. Yeah. S. Chai. We are discussing about what?
Special education
That's it. Special education needs.
needs.
Okay. Another term in this chapter that is disability. Is there any perfect definition for disability? No, right? Actually, it's an umbrella term with a number of problems, like visual problems. I'll read that. It will be more clear. Yeah, look. Meghna, can you read the definition for disability? Here, this paragraph.
Disability. According to the World Health Organization (WHO), disability is an umbrella term that covers impairments, limitations in activity, and restriction in participation.
Look,
Some
that is a definition for disability, which means according to WHO, it covers all the impairments and all the limitations. Okay. So we can classify the disabilities into 7. First one, intellectual impairment. Intellectual impairment means they have some problems with their intellectual functioning or the cognitive function, cognition, which means all the mental activities, right? To know or to recognize, remembering, memorizing, processing, communicating. All these are the mental activities, right? So first disability, that is intellectual impairment. Then visual impairment, hearing impairment, other two common type of disabilities or impairments. Then cerebral palsy. What about cerebral palsy? Any idea? It's already here. Because the children, they have some kind of motor difficulties. They have difficulties in movement as well as in their posture and all. Okay. If you want, I'll show the pictures. Then next one, that is autism. What about autism, Reena?
So with social interaction and
Mm.
communication.
The common symptom that is they repeat their movements, right? They have difficulty in communication, social interactions and all. Yeah. Another disability. Another one, locomotor disability. Locomotor. What is the word meaning of motor, Meghna? Motor.
functioning,
Meghna? Movement, right? Yeah. locomotor disability, and also learning disability also comes under the disability part. Okay, these are the 7 common type of disabilities. Clear? Sana, can you read only the names? Okay, 7 classifications of disabilities.
Intellectual impairments, visual impairments, hearing impairments,
Cerebral palsy.
autism, locomotor disability, learning disability.
Okay, so intellectual one, visual and hearing, autism and cerebral palsy, locomotor, both start with L. Okay, locomotor disability and learning disability. Clear? Okay. Yeah. I think these are the common terms. So, how to become a special educator? Yeah. We already discussed how to become a ECCE professional, right? So how to become a special educator here? Hmm? Chana, can you try? Any idea? Reina, any idea how to become a special educator? For a normal teacher, what is the qualification to become a teacher? B.Ed. Yeah. So B.Ed in special education is the education. B.Ed in special education. Clear? Meghna? Okay. Fine. So any doubts from chapter 8 and 9? Next class we'll start the new chapter, chapter 10. Just don't worry, this 8 and 9 already deleted. Okay. Just understand the basic concepts like what is disability, classifications of disability, levels of counseling, and what is the difference between guidance and counseling. Okay. Because for future, it's useful. Clear? Okay. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.